Clutch. He's covered by Matthews. There's a screen by Dorton. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Indiana.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's McGarry. Good. The assist goes to Hill. McGarry's got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Indiana making some changes. Solomon Hill is checked in for George. CJ. Here's Felton. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Washington, Mr. Clutch in at shooting guard. Chris Humphries is out there with Gortat. Then it's Porter. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. McGarry, and he uses the glass on the lane.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laying.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Bulls was simply terrific. He ended with 28 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. A dominating outing by him where he showed once again why he is a star in the NBA and why we love watching him, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kelloggian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Well, let's just say he was really good.
Washington with the ball. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Doubled by Felton. So it's the Wizards now. 5 on the clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Washington with the triple.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Pacers trail by 11. They set the pick. And George, here we go. McGarry passes to George. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the right iron.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Now here's Felton. Outside Hill. Will it go? Shot is off. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards leading by 13. The Wizards working the ball around now. They double him with West. Here's Mr. Clutch. Misses the 3.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time, but yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And he gets it to go. Felton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for him and Felton. And then for Washington, Nene comes in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Nene, the screen. Off the pick. And he comes off the screen and skims it through.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
So, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
West setting the pick for Matthews. Outside Hill. Puts up a three, and he gets the bucket. Hill's got his third basket of the night.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Nene with the screen on Hill. A minute 50 left here in the second, and Hill over to help. And Washington has possession. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. 1:29 left in the first half. And there's the pass to West. It's back to Hill. And here's George for three. Can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 10. Gord's out with a screen on Hill. Here's Mr. Clutch. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Mr. Clutch has got 26.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now here's Matthews. Outside Hill. And time for a look at the 2K leaderboard from downtown. This group of shooting guards was locked in all throughout the regular season. 5th is Bradley Beal.
Well, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two-guard, but it definitely helps. And pretty much all these guys fit into that great category.
And with any of those guys, when they get on a roll from three-point land, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Washington's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Hill. Nene with the screen on Hill. Here's Mr. Clutch. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Mr. Clutch has got 11 points in the quarter. Pacers trail by 12. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Hill penetrating. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Hill. Knocks it down in the bucket for Mr. Clutch.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
It's Hill on the wing. With 4 seconds on the clock. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
And that does it for the...
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Hey guys, let's settle down for a minute. Talk about that first half.
Game 1. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. Hill is out there with Matthews. That's the Pacers 5. And it's Beal in the corner. And he gets the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now here is Hill. 15 points in the game. They swipe it. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh!
How about that basketball,
Run that.
fans? Wow.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hands quickly.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the screen, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Nice ops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce. Right there, an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And the Pacers with possession here after the basket by Washington. Oh, that's blocked. Clock at 4. Here's George. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
West setting the pick for Hill. Pass to West. Outside Hill. They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 34. He dishes it to Beal. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. There's a screen by Gortat. And it's Beal in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. That's good. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Indiana making some changes. Solomon Hill, he's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Miles is checked in. The Wizards making a switch here. Wall against Felton. Wall dishes to Temple. He feeds it to Mack. The turnaround Jay. The shot no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for the Wizards. Second, the Pacers.
Kevin, their opponents haven't been able to score effectively throughout the regular season because they always seem to have an answer for whatever offense their opponents throw at them.
So it's the Pacers now, down by 12. Felton can't get it to go.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket.
It's giving up a
huge run here. That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Now, here's Felton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Miles kicks to Felton. Blocked, but he recovers it. The long distance three is good. Felton's got 8 points. 6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Picked by Humphries. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that's not going to go. Well, through And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Wizards leading by 11. Taking a look at the Wizards. Mr. Clutch in at point guard. Garrett Temple is out there with Nene, and it's Wall, and it's Mack in at the center position. Wow, and that's sort of